Oh, well, I guess this is a part two to my pick set collection. Um, these are a pretty good dimple lock set um, for a pretty decent price. The old Huck dimple locks. I use these quite a bit. I haven't went through and um, rounded them off or sanded them down. That's going to be one of my next projects here. But I've had them for quite a while and haven't had any issue with them, you know, not being sanded down. But I think it probably helped quite a bit if if I did, you know. But yeah, that's going to be one of my next projects here. The old Chinese Huck set. And then we got the multi-pick. Um, I got the smaller set. I wish I would have got the bigger set. I'm going to get some more handles or possibly get the lock noob set. I'd really like to get the lock noob set. But yeah, we got this set came with two handles. A friend of mine gave me, he didn't like the Sparrows black flag, and I don't particularly like them either, but sometimes they come in handy to itch my back or, poke at something. And I got from the Huck set, I put all my turners and stuff in here, plus the turners from this set. Uh, I really love the multi-pick. I have got to get the whole set. I really like the Lock Noob set. I think he put one together that's amazing. So I might go for that when I get some extra money, but that'll be a little bit. It's hard to save up money nowadays since I retired. I'm used to, you know, buying $500 worth of locks and lock pick sets at a time, and then yeah, you retire after a motorcycle accident, and you're on a fixed income. It takes a little bit to get used to, but yeah. And then I got which I put in here, my RBW um, disc detainer pick. This thing is awesome. I wish I had some more disc detainer locks, but as soon as I was really getting into the disc detainers, um, my life kind of fell apart, and yeah, I ended up homeless and on the street, and it was pretty bad. But yeah, so I'm trying to get back into that, and I need to get some more locks. I just ordered one that I gave away in the set, but it ended up being a bottom of the keyway, and I've been working on the old cheap Chinese set, trying to make them work a little better and seeing if I can't make this work to where I can hold it, because I got some hand problems, and keeping it steady and straight with nothing to hold it straight in the keyway is really, really difficult for me. And I've been working on making some tips. I got a whole big bag of um, what are these called? Ejector pins. I've been working on this one lately. I got to get it down to a little bit thinner and make it into a good pick. This is another one I was working on. It's getting there. Mine work pretty good. If you need spares, I can make them for you. And then that brings me to the Sparrows disc detainer picks. This is a brand new one I got a couple years ago that I haven't even used yet. I like them. I think they work good. This newer one has quite a bit better paint on it so that I can read and see where the marks are, but I get to use that sooner or later. And then I had the original one that came off the first set or first run of them that I started, and I can't remember for the life of me why I started grinding this, and I think I was working on a lock that I thought if I ground this down, then I would always just be on one disc. I think that was my thought at the time. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure that's what I was looking at. These work pretty good. I like the RBW, obviously quite a bit better. Then what else do I got here? I got I think it's Clom. My Clom set of tubular lock picks. These work really well. I haven't had any issue with them. Just remember, guys, to put your tensioner thing in there. This one doesn't have it in there. I had to take it out for a certain pick, but I was working on a gun case, and it didn't have the tensioner. But make sure you have those and put them in. What else? And obviously I got the McNally set, which I've kind of haven't been using very much since I got the rest of my pick set, but I love these turners. They're awesome. I love these two picks. The other ones are a little short. I don't know why I have so much trouble holding on to these particular picks, but I mean, I have sandwiched picks in my other sets, but these just something about them. I really have a hard time holding on to them. But that's not Covert Instruments' fault or problem. It's just because my hands are bad. But yeah. What else? Is that all I got? Oh, since I don't have a pinning mat anymore, pinning stuff, I made me one out of blue tape here and a piece of cardboard. So if you ever have or don't have a pinning mat or whatever, you can always use a piece of cardboard. That's what I'm using for now. I'll probably give a shout out to Delta 44. I'm probably going to order just about everything they got after Christmas here. I really need a nice pinning mat and pinning trays and the holders they got and followers, because I lost my follower set and so I've just been using this bar I got, and a battery, which works okay. But yeah, oh, I guess I can show you this too. This was my first dimple lock, which I found out later on, quite recently, because I never followed the Lock Pickers United belt thing. It just never appealed to me. I'm probably gonna do it here. I don't know, we'll see, but this was my first dimple lock I ever picked with my Huck set and my multi-lock set. But I had a huge picking disaster, and it blew up on me when I took it apart. And I've been trying to put it back together, but my hands and the small springs and pins have just, I've had to give up on it for a few days. I got it all the way to one left, and it just went awry on me. So I'm taking a break from that so I don't get too frustrated. But I guess this is a black belt lock, and that was the first dimple lock I ever picked because it was the only one I ever had at the time, that I got from a friend of mine who sent it to me with a bunch of other black belt locks that I didn't know at the time were black belt, and I ended up picking those, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So that some of my first locks, real decent locks after Master Lock and, you know, American 1100, were black belt locks that I picked. I thought that was kind of funny, and then I just kind of worked backwards from there. But yeah, all right, thank you very much for your time. Hope you found this interesting. Any questions, comments, I read through them. I'm retired. Keep me busy. Ask questions. Point some things out. See if there's anything you want to see, let me know. Alrighty, thanks a lot. I will talk to you later.